pitch number to left field. Coming in is for the Yankees. Left field, Ewing, correct in baseball. Rounding second, he's into third. Spencer Jones, another. So the big Seth Brown, the batter now. Goes the throw down from Alvarez, and heading home is Spencer. Zach Short.
Good. That reputation. Then you'd be on that.
And 2 outs.
Jeez.
His eyes is Ewing. And
arm. 2021, sorry.
Since third spring game. Here's the 0-2 to Polanco.
Better, more protective.
Off is Seth Brown, makes the flip. Batters for the 3rd consecutive season.
Needed a frontline starter, and he's
Semien. 1 away.
it away. You get
Ali Sanchez. The 2-2. Swung on him. Jason Dominguez. Dominguez.
the pen with his fastball. With our radar gun. That being knocked.
Hit the opposite way this afternoon.
Field.
Jason Dominguez, Tyrone Taylor. So he's back then.
He did whatever it took, but
The 0-2 to Taylor.
Ooh, 2 home runs this spring training. Remember.
Here's Carson Bench.
In left-hander.
What do you?
Out of the right side. I can tell you.
Souting.
Till the next time.
Here's the payoff.
Another left hand.
Is Bench. Kind of a funky. Hard hit by Semien, but. Oh, there goes the runner. Tremendous athleticism. Field. Duke Ellis is there. Back to field that way.
I would recommend you pitch with that, but he felt their own look. And
asking for it up. Off the mound is Peralta, underhand. AJ Minter faced hitters recently. Out for a couple of years now. Whipping the ball. Mets with the leadoff base run.
much better, much preferable.
I forgot about it.
Shielding his eye.
On the side of the jersey.
Beatty. Hot RBI double for Brett Beatty. Touches home. Going to third as Taylor had a hold up on the batter.
Of them on your team.
Tyrone Taylor. Everything then was going one way. There goes the runner. He's picked up.
Group of the future for the Mets.
1973. Well, you know that nickname? And every time base hit to Brown.
Oh, nice. He's a bit tank as far as physique.
Well, he did a much better. No, he did
At the ballpark.
Defensive placement, particularly.
Duke Ellis now with 2 on it. Pulled improve the defense overall. Anything
The whole shooting match.
into left. Just trying to get a few more pitches.
He would be prompted by Mel Stottlemyre to the pitching.
Jason Dominguez. As Jason Dominguez comes for the Mets. The 0-2.
It was interesting. For years, and now we're
Go. Playing my Majesty T, which I'm okay with. You want to try it for these players,
doubt.
because
For those of you that
in the challenges, but you get two
Goes exactly. You know, out of your strike zone a little better.
if it's early, and I think
Oh, Bo Bichette's day is done. Here's Francisco. Two base hits to the right side for Francisco.
it's right, Steve.
Parents' house. Who would have thought? The runner from third just outs. Something to
Hander as well. That's what impressed me.
deposits into left field, but then
He wouldn't relent.
I mean, adjustment and flick it back at me. Not.
Nope.
He needed those every day.
well, victories. Whoever was his partner, yellow. By the way, Carl Edwards Jr. is
Ani.
Yes.
so in the offseason he looked and is trying to emulate that approach. Strike 1-2. So we got
a night game.
that would have been tough. But yeah,
Be trying. He's worked alone. Well, actually, he did not work.
Mets. He was the Mets minor league pitcher of the year in 20. Afterburners into third base. Big throw. Oh! Left center field.
Jeez. Announcement there. I thought it was SNY.
With Gary, he just forgot to switch shirts with him.
Or forget. And
Ford is the new center fielder. The only steady.
play guy has to be on it.
This
Judicial.
Jackson Clough backing up. Put the Dominican Republic. Oh, what? Dominican Republic beat the Netherlands.
I mean,
But those, I mean, the rosters of the Dominicans. So one of the Mets.
Start that. And
First big league action. Strong throw. David Wright making his way mid-game, and 2 years later you're in the.
I'm watching you through the first inning.
And the third inning too.
different pitches for all the innings.
I know you've talked about how comfortable you are.
You know,
His young career.
And
Oh, no doubt.
changing over is Rojas, and he's under at third. Jonathan Ornelas. Here's Ryan Clifford up.
Oh,
Corona.
boy, that ball went a long way.
Jackson Clough now with one on. Soccer player. Is Pache. He swings first pitch. So another run does score. Jose Rojas now. They thought there's a huge amount of on the spring training line. Off goes. So the run will score.
Right?
That's right. People. All former Mets front office.
Gosh.
It's 8
My contract.
It is.
And then
LA, Chicago.
really terrible scheduling for.
What about San Diego? Ernesto Martinez Jr. up at the plate. Good job by Reimer to make the. So you know, got the opener, right?
And we won't see Garrett.
Well, you never did.
And it was a lot of suffering than that.
Yeah, the reel to reel. No, keep that. I mean, I've never shoveled so much in my life. Out. This year was
The roof. It took him 2 days.
The Osprey, do you remember?
well, I just used the Latin.
Shallow right field, and coming on to make the.
The blizzard evidently was.
You got to get someone up there to rake your roof. And there was a hole in the bay pulling out of our driveway. The garage, side panel of the garage, needs to be replaced. Of the columns was. Freddie past the dive.
Full house. Is that like mid-century modern?
Yep.
And it was perfect.
I love Parrot. Because
Try.
Right around the foul line.
on the road. I mean, get out of here.
No.
Certainly not fried chicken. And he was telling me a story about, and I hope with one pitch, the turn, a good sign for the Mets' young catcher. It's 86 degrees and sunny, but you know what?
My contract.
It is. Did you get it with this new contract? The Mets, though, we haven't really talked about that.
Right then,
L.A., Chicago.
Dodgers, Chicago. Really terrible scheduling for April.
Well, if you can get through.
When he takes his walk. What about San Diego?
I
Not me.
don't think I'm there either.
Not me.
Ernesto Martinez Jr. up at the plate. Takes a strike. Good job by Reimer to make the play. So you know, guys, not the opener, right?
And we won't see Gary.
You won't see Gary.
Well, you never did. I remember when I first met you.
And it was a lot of suffering in that game.
The only time I ever saw you at the reel-to-reel. Someone, won't name who. No, keep that Zap.
Rocking and rolling.
Yeah, Frank Zapp. I mean, I've never shoveled so much in my life. Other than people from out. This year was the second most.
The roof. It took him 2 days.
No way.
2 days.
The Osprey, do you remember?
Well, I just used the Latin name.
Yeah. Shallow right field. And coming on to make the play is Young.
The blizzard evidently was a heavy snow.
Yeah.
So, and I have a modest home. I don't have.
You got to get someone up there to rake your roof. They were charging like, and there was a hole in the bay window, and bees pulling out of our driveway. Our contractor, who's a great guy, the garage, side panel of the garage, needs to be replaced.
Oh boy.
So that gets replaced. Of the columns was broken in half.
Sing.
Jonathan Pintaro. Freddie Peralta started this game, gave up 2 and passed the dive of Clifford.
Full house. Is that like mid-century modern?
It's more like a beach house.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
And it was perfect.
I lost my DirecTV up there. My daughter was Parrot. Because, you know, when I don't work games, I got to be able to work.
That swingman is such a valuable role.
Try.
Right around the foul line. Reeled in by Rojas.
On the road.
I mean, Boone and Mendoza.
Get out of here.
No.
Certainly not fried chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, last year, and he was telling me a story about George Brett that, and I hope Gibby wasn't watching. That was with one pitch, the turn, double play. A good sign for the Mets' young catcher.
Hey, crooked numbers is the key, right?